Hi, I'm Jenny, and I'm going to show you how easy it really is to make world-class beer with the BrewFirst equipment and ingredients. The process of making beer is generally complicated and messy. You need a master brewer, expensive equipment, and lots of cleanup, and a prayer to make sure that the beer comes out just as planned. With BrewFirst, all of those issues are gone forever. Everyone can now make the finest craft beers with no experience. Small capital outlay, very little space, and the highest quality, freshest beer they've ever tasted. Let me show you how simple it really is with the BrewFirst machine. It all starts with cleanliness and preparation. So make sure that everything that goes into the machine is cleaned and sanitized, as well as your fermenters and kegs. The machine does everything else. First, decide on the type of beer you want to make. Open the pack and lay out your ingredients. They will be numbered in order of use. We ship out our ingredient packs to make a half barrel. That's 15.5 gallons. If you want to make a full barrel, just double up the ingredients. The software will prompt you through the process once you select the type of beer you want to make. It all starts with the machine filling water and bringing it to a temperature of 150 degrees. Once it reaches 150 degrees, now it's time to put in the steeping malt selected for your brew. Steeping malts provide color and flavor to start your beer. Steeping lasts for 20 minutes at 150 degrees. Once the steeping is finished, the malts are removed and the water is brought to a boil. During this time, the malt extracts are added. They provide more color, flavor, and the sugars required to create the alcohol. As you can see, malt extract is easy to add. Once it reaches a boil, a 1-hour cycle begins. You will be prompted to add the hops, which are labeled in individual vacuum-sealed packs, generally at 2 different times. At the beginning of the boil to add hop flavor, and near the end to add aroma. We also add a pinch of finings near the end of the boil. This helps to ensure that all the little bits from the malts and hops are removed from the batch to help make clear beer. Once the boil is over, the machine will go into cool down mode. It will slowly lower the temperature of the wort or beer to 70 degrees, allowing it to be ready for pumping into a fermenter with yeast. When cooled, you will pump the wort directly into a fermenter, adding the packet of yeast from your supplies. Once filled, close it up, put in the airlock, and move the fermenter to a 68-degree room. The fermenting process takes about 1 week. This is when the fun begins, as you first take a hydrometer reading to see if you've reached the proper gravity. This is the level of sugar content in the wort, which determines the alcohol content. Simply fill the tube and spin the hydrometer. It will give you a reading, and that is called original gravity. All beer recipes we provide have target gravities, which ensure you're reaching the correct alcohol level for that specific beer. The full brew cycle is complete within about 3.5 hours, and that includes auto cleaning. After fermenting the beer and taking the final gravity reading, the same process as the original gravity reading, you will now know the ABV of the beer. After the second gravity reading, if you want to add more hops, just drop in the extra hops directly into the fermenter and leave it closed for about 2 days. You will now have dry hopped the beer, adding more hop flavor. If you want to add extra flavors, such as fruits or any other flavors, we provide the finest extracts that are easily added during the kegging process. It's easy to move the beer from the fermenters to kegs using CO2 to push the beer out of the fermenter and directly into a keg. Once the keg is filled, place it in a cooler overnight, and it will be ready to carbonate the next day. After lowering the temperature of the beer overnight to 36 degrees, it is now ready for carbonation. Simply attach the keg to a CO2 tank and add the CO2. It usually takes about 2 days for the beer to be perfectly carbonated. We provide you with kegs, fermenting vessels, and all the ingredients you need to brew any style of beer. The BrewFirst machine will also help you clean your kegs quickly and with no mess. We also provide you with the legal assistance to acquire your brewer's license and a full 5-year warranty. And there you have it. You're making money and you're brewing your own brand of craft beer. BrewFirst is a one-stop solution for your business to become a licensed craft brewer. We manufacture the equipment, we provide financing, and we install and train your staff in 1 day. We supply world-class ingredients to make any kind of beer, and we even help you market your brand. Let us create beers specifically for your business. Call us today to get started.